Do you know you could have the perfume of your dreams? Do you have perfumes that you wish you could buy because of the price? Do you have pricey perfumes on your wish list and you think about how you're going to achieve those things? Then you're at the right place and this episode is just for you. Welcome to a new episode of The Perfume Connoisseur, and today we'll be talking about why Ynab you need a budget. What's on your budget list? Let me guess. Food, light bills, shopping, groceries, toiletries, savings, and all that. But hey, do you have a perfume budget list? Do you have a perfume section allocated to your budget list? And I'm going to tell you why this is very important. So I'll tell you a story here. I'll use myself as an example. I have perfumes on my wish list, perfumes I really want to use because I really do love them, either by smelling them on somebody else or the reviews I've watched and the way people talk about them. I said, okay, I need to use this. I need to try this since the notes agree with what I would want to smell like. So I went to research the price. Sabo Nui by Armani, that's my top perfume on my wish list, my number one. So in case you want to gift it to me, I'll say no. Anyways, I went looking for the price and it was about $250. And I thought to myself, whoa, now that's a lot of money. Now this was about September last year. I was like, that's a lot of money. Where do I get this money from? On a 100ml bottle? Oh, wow, that's very pricey. So I wrote it off entirely, and I just buy other alternatives to fill in the gap that maybe this also gave me the feel of my dream perfume for now. But guess what? Between September and now, I've spent more than that on perfumes. Now, what does that say? If I was allocating certain funds per month or quarterly, depending on your inflow, if I was dedicating certain funds towards the goal of purchasing my Sabo Nui by Armani, I should have been rocking that perfume by now. I should have been killing people with my scent. But what did I do? I went after other perfumes, which is not bad actually. I will explain why too. I went after other perfumes and I just felt satisfied knowing that I wrote it off. That's the word. I wrote it off. Yeah, I wrote it off that this was too pricey and I cannot get it. I didn't try to break down and say, okay, how do I get this? If I'm saving $30 every month, how long will it take me to purchase this perfume? I didn't do that. I just saw the price and wrote it off. Now, that's why you need a budget. That's why you need a perfume budget, to be precise. If you check your collection now, I'm looking at my collection now, and I realized that most times, apart from my main perfumes I buy, which is very important, you have to budget for your main perfume, like the perfumes you rock every day. That should be number one on your perfume budget list, the perfume you rock every day to keep you going. So these ones keep you going. So that's like the perfume you use now. Then you budget for perfumes you love to use. Those are in quotes your dream perfumes. Everybody has perfumes that they've always wanted to try out, but because of one or two things, they've not been able to. You budget for perfumes you would want to use, your dream perfumes. Then you would also budget for testers. Okay, these ones I've read reviews on, these are people talk about. Let me test them. Maybe you buy in smaller bottle sizes. So you have perfume for budgets rather for testers. So when you're able to break it down this way, your collection will look a lot better. Some people are impulse buyers, like, oh, what's the new perfume in town? Oh, this. Okay, I'm going to get it. By the time you spend on all these things, you realize that when you look at your collection, out of 7 perfumes, you only like 3, or you're only feeling like 4. So what happens to the rest? You end up giving it away, which is not also a bad thing to do, but work done is equal to 0 if you ask me. So with proper budgeting, you could have the perfumes of your dreams. Now somebody is going to ask me now, okay, what if it takes me a longer time to save up that money? What alternatives do I have? In my previous episodes, I've talked about designer perfume oils. Now this is where designer perfume oils comes in. If you can't afford the eau de parfum, you could get the raw oils of that perfume. I, for one, am a perfume vendor, and I'm glad to announce to you all that my Sabo Nuit that I'm about to purchase, very soon I will be able to meet up with my target. But because I cannot wait, because I'm impatient on this case, I've been able to purchase the raw oils of the Sabo Nuit, which is a cheaper option. So if you can't afford the eau de parfum, the creme de la creme, you could get the perfume oil version, which also does the job, which also smells the same way. The only difference is the alcohol content. Perfume oils are zero alcohol, it's alcohol free, it's just the fragrance in its own element. Do you understand it? So those are cheaper options while you wait to get your dream perfume. You can do the perfume oil version of it, or you could find a perfume with similar notes that is not so pricey, and you could try it out. Now that falls those under testers. To get it. So I believe if you do most of these things, you budget for your perfume, break down your purchase. How many perfumes do I want to buy this quarter? These perfumes I've listed, which of them is in my main collection? Which of them is in my dream perfume collection? Which of them is in my testers collection? When you're able to properly define all these things, you realize that your collection gets more beautiful by the day. You will have more perfumes that you're feeling than less perfumes you're not feeling at all, because you spent all your money to buy it on impulse. Impulse buyers, I hope you're not angry. I'm sorry, I'm also an impulse buyer sometimes, so I'm also talking to myself, and I'm also going to take my own advice. So let me know, what perfume are you saving towards? What perfume have you identified? I've said my own. Mine is Sabo Nuit by Armani. I really love it. So what perfume are you saving towards? Write it down. How much is the perfume? Check your inflow. How many months? If I'm dropping a certain percentage of my income a month, how many months is it going to take me to get this perfume? If I can't get this perfume, okay, what are the options? What do I use for now? Document it, and before you know it, we'll all be flashing our dream perfumes on the gram. Now watch out for me, because I'm going to post mine. See you on the next episode. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. I have more and more amazing things to talk about. Take care and have a lovely day ahead.